I've just come up to the allotment to water my tomatoes, and yeah, something not quite right. I don't know whether it's blight or blossom end rot, but I'll swing the camera around and show you what's going on. So let's have a look. Right away I can see Well folks, I've ripped out most of my tomato plants. I've left 3 of the Alicante still in the ground to see if they'll survive. I can't see any blight on the stems or anything, but this is just to show you what to be looking out for. You see the discoloration of your tomatoes turning to brown, and if you see them starting to blister a little bit, then that's blight. Also, if you look at the stem and you see these brown patches on the stem, then that's blight. You can see it there, and you can just see it there on that stem there. So I've bagged all the cherry toms. Well, what I have done is I picked off a lot of the biggest ones which didn't have blight on it. That was the cherry tomatoes and the Alicante. And what I've done is I've put them in my potting shed at home, and I'll see if they actually mature without any blight. Because sometimes you can have blight in one part of a plant, but it hasn't made its way all the way down to the end where the fruit is. So I'm going to give them a chance and see if they're okay. The 3 plants I've got still in the ground, I can't see any blight on them, so I'll give them I'll come up and check them again in a couple of days' time. But all the others, they've all been bagged and they're all going to the tip, because this blight, you need the high temperatures of a municipal tip to actually get in the compost bin to break down the bacteria and sort of the fungus. It's actually a fungus spores, I think that's correct. But anyway, they're not going in my compost bins, they're going to the tip. So yeah, it looks like I'll be having to buy tomatoes for a little bit longer. Well, the tomatoes might be gone, but the raspberries haven't, and all these purple raspberries are just at the right time for eating. These just practically fall off the plant. So I brought a tub with me tonight, and I'm going to get picking. We'll have some nice raspberries. So I'm going to put the camera down, get on some work and pick all these raspberries. I'll show you how much I pick at the end. Well, here's what I've picked this evening. I'll put these in the freezer when I get home, and I'll just keep picking whenever I see them, then freezing them until I get enough to make something quite substantial with them. But yeah, they're very, very tasty. I've tried one. So yeah, quite pleased with them. Hello folks, I just thought I'd give you a quick update on the tomatoes. These are the ones I took off the plant to see if they'd ripen off the plant. This one's gone red, but this area here looks like it's got some blight on it. I don't know whether you can see the sort of like texture of the skin. It is beginning to blister a little bit. So we'll see if any of these decide to turn red without any blight, and I'll let you know what goes on. Got a few chilies out there and some red basil, and there's little Nelly and Angus is over there. So that's Nelly and that's Angus. That's jalapeno chilies, some red basil, and these are the tomatoes. So I'm going to leave it here for now. I'll give you an update at the end of the month, hopefully, let you know what went on. But that's it for now, so take care.